Okay, sober family, I can't do a recording on selfie and then switch it back. So, hi there. Hello. This is actually for Monty and John and Steve and KG and for all my brothers, uncles, grandfathers, Marty, who gave me a sweatshirt that's really thick and I sleep in it in the winter. It's an Air Jordan thing. It's awesome. Yeah, this is how I'm living. This is what's up. This is what I'm doing. I'm gonna buy this house. It's pretty exciting. 4+ years sober now, so I'm gonna walk you through it a little bit. It's a real peaceful place. I sell internet, TV, cable, alarms, and I don't watch TV. We don't have a TV in the house. We have a lot of good music though. We got some Pandora, John Craigie radio today, so it's a little folky, acoustic, really down home stuff. And I'm gonna walk you through my home. This is my crib, Sober Boss crib. Okay, so this is our mantle. We're pretty proud of it. Yeah, we got kind of a map theme. Where two of my roommates. One is the owner of the house. He was wilderness therapy, now he's in sales. The other guy is dynamic. I mean, he taught me how to play chess. This is his chessboard he carved in Patagonia when he was on the show Alone on the History Channel. It's a sweet chessboard. He's got two sets actually. This is the other one. Look at this. He carved this one, I think, in Patagonia. And this one in Mongolia, okay? That skull over there is just a little ADD for you. That is a cow elk skull I found up in Lamb's Canyon, which is a place where I want to buy a cabin up there. So anyways, these are some of the, he like whittled these. These are more whittled. And he didn't really sand them down, but he oiled them and varnished them. And this is the first set. He kind of retaught me a little chess after, 41 years or something. I don't know what that is, but yeah, that's the second. That's our backup chess piece. If things get heated here, we could play a couple rounds, some championship rounds. Bay window overlooks our awesome neighbor Dean, and he's rock solid. We got an apartment complex down there. That street was lit up on 4th of July. Oh my, it was like a war zone. That's the commander's seat in the feng shui position. Got some art on the walls. Gotta have your tunes. Really love this mantelpiece here, you know. Got some carved items up here Dave made. Arrowheads, you probably found those. Real tribal. Got some bongos. This is my little wind down workstation. I got my work phone, iPad, my kind of wind up, wind down gear. That's where I sit at night, sort of reflect, do some reading. Got my little lamp. This is our little kitchen table. We sometimes eat as roommates together. One of us will cook. It's pretty awesome. Dave makes flies over here for fly fishing. Pretty awesome. Haven't gone down that route. Just getting into archery. By the way, yeah, Dave's built his own bows. So back there, it's kind of picked up because we're getting ready to mow lawn. I'm getting ready to mow lawn. It takes an hour. But I got those haystacks because we have a little archery going on back there. So we set up the cardboard behind it, and we got some foam targets, and that's where we do our archery. Yeah, this is our kitchen. Love this kitchen. It's hardwood, granite. I do most of the recycling. This is where I make my coffee. Don't tell my bishop, but there's some coffee going on down there. Allergies is killing me. Yeah. This is it. This is pretty good. It just gets better. We do our dishes. Look at that. How sober are you? No dishes in the sink. What? Bed's not made, but you know, we're getting there. Yeah. Got a little stove. You know, a lot of us drink tea, some of us don't. Some say we do, but we really do. And some don't, but we really do. And yeah, eating good. Won this bowl at an auction. Some natural wood there, naturally carved organic bananas. Life's good. The floor has got a weird tilt to it. I'll show you this. This is kind of fun. So you can play like around Halloween or something until, if you have a party, you can say, oh, there's a ghost. Really, the floor is not level because the tile is too heavy and it's set wrong. So that's probably what's going on there. But yeah, look at this executive chair. I'm about ready to get promoted at work. This is my little workstation. I got kind of a rectangular bay window action with some nice shades. I get to look at the lawn and got some really cool neighbors, really nice. Sort of tugs at my heartstrings because they both levels have kids and they're little ones, and I'd love to have a family. I'm gonna be that old dad at the football games like that. Your grandson's amazing. No, that's my kid. I'll be pretty much all gray. But yeah, every car guy's gotta have, you know, the trades. Gotta have the trades on your desk, no matter what. I'm looking to buy a Toyota Highlander hybrid. We got a little printer. One of my roommates, Grant, he just got his, he's 12 years sober, 35, just got his real estate license. It's funny, we both have taken courses twice. Well, he's taken it 3 times now and he passed. But we've always, you know, sort of talked about doing things, and here we are. I'm gonna get my real estate license next, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm pretty proud of my desk. It's looking legit, it's clean, it's organized, pretty simple. Downstairs is nice. I sent Monty some pictures on Zillow, but we have a renter in there now, so can't really show that too much. Shut this door. I'll let the bugs in. That's our archery range. I'm getting ready to wash the windows on a Saturday here and mow this lawn. Takes an hour, but we cleaned out the gutters. Place is looking legit. These window wells got finished, so that's pretty cool. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I want this place, is because it's got an income property. But yeah, we're gonna compost in the corner there. I'm getting into some horticulture. I'm gonna plant a spruce tree, and I'll get to that in a minute. But this is it. This is kind of the usage of this long part of lawn. The former owners had sons, and they had batting cages back here and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's nice. It's really nice. Pretty proud of these window well projects. I'll show you here in a second. Actually, you know, Grant did the work. We hired a guy that was awesome to do it, and I think we have like 78 sprinkler heads. So that's a nightmare when you break them. And the guy who put these in came in with some big heavy equipment, and he broke a bunch. So Grant had to go through all of them. But window wells are pretty rocking. And then we, you know, lawn maintenance. I mean, you older guys know how lawn maintenance goes over a lifetime. It's kind of arduous, but I don't know. I have some visions for this property. This is the front area, kind of basic, you know, not too eye-absorbing, I guess. But yeah, there's my Trooper. Had that 4 years. It's a rock-solid rig. Park it in the shade. This Japanese maple might have to go because it's going to take forever to grow. And I actually want to put a line of spruces here. And they're kind of acidic when they drop their seeds and whatever, but this is the east, and the sun just beats on this lawn. And yeah, so my vision on this, how it kind of is concave and kind of jumpy and bumpy over here, is to put a line of spruces. It'll create some privacy, and then I'm gonna probably put a yurt back here. A yurt is sort of a meditation spot. It's if friends or company come in town any time of year, skiing, hiking in the fall, whatever, hunting in the fall, they can stay in the yurt or whatnot. Now you're gonna kind of see my view. It's Tueli. Now, the place has got some, right now in the valley, we have some fireworks smoke drifting around, and we have some summer inversion, so it's not the clearest day. But yeah, this is my yard. Super awesome neighbor there, Dean. He's all about his yard and his flowers. He's a widower, poor guy, great man. Just kind of spending his time on his yard. But we got a little flagpole here. Got to trim that tree out a little bit, and I gave my current sponsor a flag for 4th of July without telling him. I just changed it out on his flagpole because his flag was pretty rough. So top secret there. He'll be like, where'd this come from? You know, I planted these roses, right? I'm pretty proud of these. This one popped up pink and now white, so I don't know if it's a hybrid or they're actually gonna get relocated. These 3 little rose bushes. I'm sorry I didn't have flowers popping. We got cloves popping over there, and this other big one really produced some beauties. I took pictures, but I trimmed it out, and I'm gonna put 2 more on the side here. And I love the smell of roses. Plus, there's been this little cat that's been pissing and shitting in that bed, and so trying to stop that. I got some mulch, but that's my bedroom window, and I want to smell cat stuff, so that's why I planted the roses. And then down here in the corner, we have a corner post, and that's sort of like nothing's going on there, so I'm gonna probably plant a few more rose bushes there. You know, a lot of neighbors, they walk the neighborhood at night and in the morning for health, and I want them to be able to smell the roses and take life in a little bit. And as I'm dating, I want to, you know, clip the roses off so I can, you know, give them as nice gifts to the ladies. I'm trying to get settled down and get married, actually have some kids in this freaking house, to be honest with you. Our garage rocks. I'll go into that in a minute. Every man's got to have a good garage, and we have a 2-car garage. I'm not gonna show you guys the very best part of the house till the end, so toward the end. But yeah, this little inlet behind this bush is the basement. It's really nice in there. 3 bedrooms. The window wells had to be put for a proper rental. 4 parking spots, maybe 6. We park on the street. Behind that telephone pole where that car's just coming down right there, there's a natural spring water and like a horse property. And I'm thinking I'm gonna take some of the buckets of water there at night, do a little farm work, and dump it on the lawn, because the lawn's getting burnt out. These orange yellow patches are driving me a little bit nuts. But water gets expensive in the summer. It's gonna be a utility here, probably like Vegas. But yeah, pretty dang proud of this place. This tree got trimmed up, the dead stuff, and provides shade for porch life. I'll go into that in a minute. It's our little inlet cove for what we got here. You know, we got some toolbox shed in there. And then I'll show you a view while I'm putting in the top secret code here to open the garage. But yeah, that in the back in the distance is Tooele and the start of the Oakers. In this garage, I'm going to show you, I hope to have a nice dual sport motorcycle and maybe a BMW M3, M4 stick, maybe, I don't know, convertible. But yeah, this is it. This is how we do it. You know, like every guy's garage, you know, you got all your work tools, your mountain bikes, backpack gear, golf clubs. It's a toy box. Let's get real. It's a toy box. We got everything you need. Where's my fishing net? Where did that go? Oh, this guy. Okay. Got to communicate with roommates what's going to the DI and what's not. Yeah, so that's how we roll right there. I'm actually gonna paint this garage. It's another painting project I got for one of the summer weekends here. And yeah, we got this house next door where the lady just went into a nursing home, And my roommate Grant, who owns our house now here, wants to get this one and sell me this one that I just showed you. So that'd be cool. We're like brothers. You know, like all good brothers are loyal. They bicker, they fight, they banter. They're best bros. He's a super awesome guy. Pretty grateful, and we're a lot alike. We're both on the trail to happy destiny, you know. But we both motivate each other. It's a good dynamic. Sort of like maybe when Smith met Wesson, you know, Smith and Wesson. But yeah, this is my house. This will be my future house. We got a little fire hydrant, which is always good, close to the property. This tree, I don't know. This tree's got a couple years on it, but it's dying. That emerald ash borer beetle ate it up. But we got some shade. I'm gonna plant a couple spruces. Pretty pumped about that. I think it's more like when I buy the house. That's what's happening there. And then this is porch life. This is in the evening. Grant worked for Traeger, still there, but he has acquired a couple Scouts, the little ones. They're more for like camping. One's an older model, one's a newer model. And this is the big daddy of them all. This is where we do most our damage. That sweet Traeger cooks up everything: pizzas, chicken, steak, tri-tips, you name it. And then this is sort of opens up when it's not so inversion, smoggy, post 4th of July, smoked out. But yeah, meetings are pretty close, within a couple miles. Freeways a couple miles. Neighbors rock. We got some nice sweet porch furniture. This is about a 20, I don't really know, honestly, 25, 30 feet by 30 feet maybe. Cement pad. There's the king's table. Oh, we got a little baby hummingbird. She just flew through the shot, but yeah, we called her Dart, but her stripper name is something like Shimmer, Diamond, and the third name. It's all us 3 roommates through some, but Shimmer, Diamond, something, but I call her Dart. But yeah, this is it. Give you the last little walkthrough. Pretty proud that I got blessed on this. So I'll tell you the story of how it actually occurred. I met Grant on Craigslist in October, and he was interviewing roommates for renting a room, just renting a room. $550 a month, beautiful spot. Comes with a lawn work, shoveling, you know, snowblower work, all this stuff. You gotta clean the house, you know, like if you're a homeowner. So that's an attachment. But I was looking to live in a $6 million Midway, Utah, by Park City in the mountains, an hour away from work. Log cabin. It was gorgeous. Had all these like stuffed dead animals, but they had a bar in the basement. They're like, you just gotta walk through our little gathering spot. 2-car garage, bar. No thanks. And then the gal was totally pickled, who was owning the place, showing me. The in-law apartment's got a little septic issue, like off the kitchen. It smelled like septic. They put like a new 10 grand HVAC system and didn't do it right because they're drunks. And it smelled putrid. It smelled sickening, like sewage, off the kitchen. And they're like, this one is you just gotta shut the door a little. And I could still smell it. I have a good, smeller. So, damn. And Grant called me in the middle of winter, like January, and he's like, hey, you still looking for a place? Because I ran into him at a meeting. Serendipity. God took care of me. God's guy. God's got me. And I had $1,200 cash in my back pocket. I was ready to throw down. They had a room upstairs too, but it was a shit show. It was an hour away. You got to go up the 80, down the 80. Elevation gain is like, I don't know, 2,500. No, it's $8,000. So it's 44 in the basin, and it's 85 up there. So it's like 4,100. So your ears pop. You get sick. You got to acclimate every day. Would have been not good. Maybe it's just I don't know, I'll get a cabin in the hills. That's basic. So yeah, this is kind of a long tutorial. Just gonna wrap it up. We got some wall art. We got some lawn mowing gloves, trim and stuff gloves. Little hallway action here. Of course, you know, I just cleaned my room, so you know, this is how it is. This is my life. I got this little room. I'm building a bunk out. That's gonna be window level. I'm painting this room first, then building this bunk. I'm gonna have a twin size bed, and yeah, this is what you do when you work 50 hours a week and you hit meetings and you go to the gym. The room suffers, and I need to clean that. But hey, I can tell myself I'm still immature. I'm still growing. I'm like probably 26 going on 46. This is our little lovely bathroom with a granite double bowl sink, vanity mirror for our vainness. I guess Utah's one of the most vainest places in the country, which I could totally see. Got a little bubble jet tub, some nice white tile, doing it right. Plenty of space. I don't know, I kind of want to peek in Dave's room, but I can because his door is open. So he's a super great guy. Motivated me to get back into archery, sort of a sober hobby. He's built these bows, like straight up, like made them from scratch. That's what he can do. And he's just an incredible individual. Both my roommates are introverts. There's the king's chair, and that works for me. Both of them make their bed, and both of them are super awesome. And I'm not like them. They're introverted thinkers, and they inspire me to grow. But this is where all the deep thinking goes on, and this is where I cowboy up with my cowboy hat. But yeah, my life's changed greatly. I want to thank all of you guys at the cartel, mostly my sponsor Monty, and Steve for his phone calls, and John for letting me stay at his place and buy me some meals, and Marty, and a few other people. I'm blanking on their names, but I'm just so grateful for you guys. I gotta catch this commercial because I like to kill commercials now. And yeah, this is it. We got some dome lighting. Here we go. And you know, I don't know what else is next. I do God's will. I try to have a little relationship with a sober woman. We were both from Massachusetts, and we were friends for about 3.5 years. She didn't really divulge a detail that she's on a anti-cancer medication, and we ended up going down that route pretty quickly because she ended up having breast cancer and a polyp, golf ball size, smaller than golf ball, removed. And that sucked, and that was hard. And Huntsman Cancer Institute is just, you know, it's a commercial money-making machine. And the air here is horrible in the winter. It blows out, but I think there's going to be a lot of lung issues. So, you know, I hope to buy this house for a little while. And maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I should do what God's will is first and only and always. But yeah, we got a little acoustic guitar down there. That's another hobby I'm taking up pretty soon here. Want to show you of the mantle. This is probably the most important part, is my little piece, my little place right here. And you know, this is these are shells from the Cape. I took my mom to Cape Cod for Mother's Day. I found that robin shell in the yard. This rib bone is from Big Cottonwood Canyon when I'm on a game trail looking for Bigfoot tracks and scat. And this is a deck of cards that a customer gave me, and that's important in my life because, you know, it keeps me humble at times that I've been in jail from my drinking. I have to remember that the card stack represents that. Birds of a feather flock together. This little geonode I found in Lambs Canyon at the basin, and these are sort of like desert things. 10-minute chip is something that I actually took in my sobriety back at St. John's Hospital when I got sober. in that first year, and that 10-minute chip saved me. I took it 10 minutes at a time. I don't know if you've ever been there. But yeah, I'd love to show you the downstairs, but there's an occupant. This is my life. This is my home. This will most likely be my permanent long-time home. I've been out in Utah 8 years. I always come back. I got some recycling, some chores to do, a room to clean and paint, build out a project, a storage unit to clean. I'm selling that damn motorcycle, and my credit score jumped 90 points, so it's almost close to 700. And that's the thing, is I'm waiting to pay off a bill. I'm going to pay off this bill, and it'll jump another 60, 70 points, so I'll be over 700. And then that's where I'm going to throw down for the Highlander Hybrid. And then within a year, 13 months, I'm going to pay that off. And once that's paid off, and I'm not trying to future trip, I never plan. So that's growth for me to plan something and follow through on that. That's a big deal for a guy like me to follow through and finish shit. But once the truck's paid off, the Highlander, I'm going to keep my Trooper forever, of course. It'll be a hunter camping vehicle. And I'm going to probably drive that thing down to Vegas in October to see you guys, because I've been balking on that for like 3 years. I apologize, but it takes a minute to get settled in your life. Yeah, and after the truck's paid off, the Highlander Hybrid, I'm buying this place and going to roll with that. The in-law apartment, my mom might have to move out here. I was home on the Cape, and she couldn't make it to the bathroom in time, and you know what home health aides have to do. Her person was on vacation, and so I put on the latex gloves, and I had to clean up after my mom. And that's just where we're at, you know. I've been sending her money home. That's why I haven't bought the new truck yet, but, you know, she took care of me, I take care of her, and life's good. This is the hardwood floors, just to get off that touchy, hard subject. Everything's pretty much kind of hardwood in here. It's favored decorative thing. I'm gonna have some toast here at noon, late lunch brunch. Went to my home group. There was like 57 years of sobriety of 4 guys, and you know, they're all loyal to the microphone, so they went on and on and on, kind of like this deal. Yeah, and then I'm gonna do my homework for the week, my analysis paralysis on my customers, so I'm prepped when I hit the doors. And then I've studied for all 4 insurance licenses and passed them. And I got out of that little industry because I can now walk and I have a better job with Comcast. But I'm also going to knock out my real estate license. I want a general contractor's license. I want a car dealer's license. And who knows, maybe a commercial real estate license. I like studying for shit now. I should go to law school through Comcast. That's what it's there. It's like $5,800 a year tuition reimbursement and $8,000 for law school. So, you know, still growing up. I mean, I'm only 26. My birth year says 73, but it doesn't feel that way. It feels like 93. I think I came alive when I got sober, to be honest with you. Maybe some of you can relate to that. But anyways, I'm going to go back to my day here. I have a lot of love for you guys. I'm really grateful. I hope you can feel that. And I need to pay you some visits. So Monty suggested not to take a motorcycle down there. I wanted to rent a 1200 series BMW because I still love biking. But, you know, it's crazy out there on motorcycles. So it's probably better to be safe. And, yeah. I just want to share this last tidbit of information. So I think as we get sober longer, we evolve into different aspects of our life. You know, like maybe you love cigars or cars or BMWs or golf or your dog or your German Shepherd or whatever it looks like, training German Shepherds, doing Ironman competitions. For me, as a guy who is infatuated with screenplay writing and crazy enough, Bigfoot, from a few things that happened to me in the woods that were really weird that I couldn't really figure out. I love high elevation hiking. I went to the Uintas last end of summer, and I was above 10,000, 12,000 feet. Didn't peak out at some of those peaks are 14,000. Not like Colorado that has 27 14ers, but I was up at 10,000 feet. And I have another clip of that YouTube video I can send y'all. But yeah, I got a call yesterday for a high mountain rescue, and I was ahead of my work production for the week. I was close to taking first place. If I pushed really hard into last night and went out strong today, I'd take first place, but I got one more week to work on that. But I still have tomorrow, which is kind of sacred. Sunday I shouldn't work, but I'll probably figure that out. But anyways, I got asked to do a high mountain rescue yesterday. I got that call when I was closing a massive customer. And it felt so good that someone trusted, respected, and loved me enough to call me to ask for help at that. And I've been studying a lot of case studies on high mountain rescue and what goes on, and people missing, like David Pilates missing 411 on YouTube. And I actually went to look for a kid that went missing from El Dorado Ski Resort in outside of Boulder in Netherlands. And it was sort of intriguing, but mainly I'm on game trails. I'm looking for Bigfoot tracks, and I'm looking for an experience to write about for screenplay writing. But his poor family, lost this kid right next to Gross Reservoir, and they put together, I think about $150,000 reward money. And it hadn't been that too long, so I was out there looking for him, and that's where I found my first elk skull, and I gave it to a former employer. And yeah, I didn't get my hunting tags this fall, so I won't do gunpowder, but it's coming down the road. I'm an expert shot with a rifle. I'm not worried about that, but archery is sort of my thing. It's sort of, I've been going a lot, more than ever in my life. Probably 20 times I've gone shooting, and I got a backyard archery spot. So life is great. Life is good. I'm blessed and grateful, and I stay in the 2 books and the Word, and I hit my knees, and I reach out and call people when stuff happens really weird, like this girl who, because I was an alcoholic, I had to make money selling my own plasma, right? And I did that for about 3.5 years, okay? That weakened my Achilles, and in a basketball full court Hackers Anonymous game, I got hacked up and tore my Achilles. But in the process, I was donating and met this young girl who was killed here just 2 weeks ago from some sick bastard. And I knew her, and so when I get in an emotional fog, because I figured out I knew her, I mean, we're freaking talking about her cat. I knew everything about her. She was just a young girl. She's a girl who'd be old enough to be my daughter, and I just felt so bad. But, she chose some bad choices, and I got emotionally tore up, and I was supposed to work. So I called Monty, I call my people. So thank you all. And yeah, Monty, feel free to share this with the guys, with Steve. I'm going to keep this on my YouTube channel under lock for privacy. And emotional storms. It's sort of like it's page 83. We do not drift into more reflection because it would hinder us from helping the newcomer. And that sort of saves me when I want to feel. It's not that I want to feel all melancholy. It's just I feel my feelings, when something close to me affects me. I think my first year of sobriety, we had like 4 guys that, for whatever reason, are not with us anymore, whatever that looks like for them and their families and us, that sucked. And so, we just got to carry on, do the work and reach out, and we can. So we're not freaking in a drunken rage, kicking in doors of people we love, and doing what we do, to hurt others, even if it's just like through the grapevine they hear of how we're living our life. That hurts them because they're not living their lives that insane with that insanity and chaos. So yeah, this is the homestead. I'm not king of this castle yet, but I'll be there, and yeah, and really fond of the cabins in Lambs Canyon. Concerned about insurance companies not insuring them because of the fires that Utah has had, and California and everywhere, Washington, Oregon. Don't know what's up with all that. Kind of do, but won't go public on that. But a cabin is in my future. Maybe New Hampshire. Maybe New Hampshire. So yeah, I love you guys a lot, and that's what I've been up to. And thank you for saying to me, Monty, that I am the future of AA, and I am God's guy. Because some of those things I've held on to, that you and everyone else has taught me, keep me going. They do. It's sort of that deep, guttural, emotional fortitude, grit that I got from that 8 months of making those announcements and being in that noon meeting. So I'm grateful to you guys. All right. I love you a bunch, and go out there and have a great summer. Bye.